Okay. All right. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. Of course, it's not my intent for this talk to be a long diatribe. I think that's how you pronounce it. But as you know, my intent is to be short, straight to the point, get out of here. But a lot of times it just don't go that way. So we're just gonna see how this pans out. I appreciate those of you who are always here to support our platform, to support our talks. I thank you so much. Right now we're not simulcasting, we're just here on Angel Snub 7, and we will download this talk on our other channels, Facebook, at a later time. Of course, and don't forget to subscribe to our Rumble channel, and as soon as they allow free live streaming from Rumble, we will be live streaming live from Rumble. And Rumble is almost getting very close to getting the same type of views as we get on Facebook or here on YouTube. So Rumble will be able to get their 10 views, and I will be able to get my 10 subscribers on Rumble. Subscribe to Angel Snub 7, Realities Temple on Earth on Rumble. Before we continue, I would like to give us a moment of silence to a young man I did not know, to a young man I did not even know exists, but I was watching the news, and some of you may probably know who I'm talking about. This young man named Kyrie Jackson. He lost his life early in the morning in the Washington, D.C. area. He died in a car accident. Drunk driver was involved. And along with some of his high school mates or something like that, they were driving, and a drunk driver caused the accident, and they end up losing their lives. And I want to talk about that as I go into our main topic. So let's just give a moment of silence to our soul brother, young man, Kyrie Jackson. Just want to give a moment of silence. I would like to officially say, as a representative of this platform, the Realities Temple on Earth, I would like to send our condolences, our sympathies to Brother Kyrie's family I can imagine the loss of this young man who had such a bright future. I believe he was part of that NFL draft. They just done it. He was just drafted into the NFL, National Football League. I don't keep up with a lot of these sports and things, so I'm just trying to go by what I remember on the television, which this is probably true. This young man lost his life. A very young man. I would assume he's in his 20s, early 20s, something like that. What is so sad? I want to talk to some of these younger people. Also the old heads too. They should know better, but old heads is silly. But I want to talk to some of you younger people who believe and you assume that you have a long life. Unfortunately, this young man has come to the end of his life. And I'm very sure his family, himself, a bright future. Breaking all kinds of NFL records. Money, fame. They probably going to get some money because I'm very sure, unless you're an idiot, this young man should have been heavily insured. But what I want to say to younger people and older folks, y'all idiots, you should know better. I don't know how many times that I have been threatened with death. I don't know how many times people, we want you dead. You should be dead. Die. Dead. Wishing death on folks. I don't know how many times, not in respect, but in mockery. I don't know how to listen to you, old man, old geezer, old head, making mockery of people's age, making mockery of wanting somebody dead. Life is not guaranteed to nobody. Here I am, I was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago. How many people have left this planet within the 4 years and people was wishing me dead? You never know when it's your time. You can run, you can hide, you can take all the medicine you want, you can be a vegan, you can believe in Allah, you can believe in Jesus, whatever the hell, you are not going to beat death. That's a guarantee. All of these younger people making mockery of old age, and you might not make it. Making mockery of old age, and there are young people who paralyzed. There are young people who can't walk. There are young people with autism. There are young people with cancer. Your youth don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things, because you can die. Or you can be so sick you wish you was dead. The suicide rate of young people in this country is at a high never seen before. But you young, you tough. You better than older folks. Nobody with some age can tell you nothing. You a know-it-all. And look at our community with all these young know-it-alls. Our elders have failed us, which they have. We're going to talk about that. Which, not all the elders, some of them have failed you. That's what we want to talk about. But you a know-it-all. I've heard younger people talk about they smarter than Malcolm, which I have done that, but I'm coming from a whole different point. They have thousands listening to their garbage. You smarter than Malcolm. You smarter than Malcolm. You make mockery of Rosa Parks. You make mockery of Fannie Lou Hamer. You make mockery of Huey P. Newton, the Black Panthers. What have you produced, young man? They have not produced anything except a YouTube video. And if it wasn't for the white man, you wouldn't even have a YouTube video. Pitiful ass. Life is not guaranteed to nobody. So when you making mockery of older people, you a fool, because there's no guarantee you gonna make it. Already been there. Already been 25. Already been 35. Already been 45. Already been there. Here's a young man full of promise. Ain't nobody thinking about death. I can guarantee you, here, this young man with this bright future, getting ready to go into the NFL. Ain't nobody thinking about death. And all of a sudden, it's all taken away. Because nobody knows the time. Nobody knows. And when you wish death on somebody, you probably digging a grave for yourself. Because the one, unless you are like the United States government, you run around assassinating folks, or you on death row something, nobody knows the time. Those who wish death upon me, I probably will see them going to the grave. I will hear about them. Oh, don't you know, they died a few years ago, man. What? That's the same cats that wanted me dead. They gone. We don't know. We don't know when it's our time. And it's really immature and it's silly to wish death on folks. And to make mockery of older people because they already been there. There's no guarantee you gonna make it. I'm still in the same position because there's older people than I am. And I want to make it as long as I have my health. I don't want to be sickly. I want to be able to make it where they already have gone. And maybe that's the reason why, as they say, the karma, as they say, the universe, maybe that's the reason why you have not been blessed as a people with better. Because you don't appreciate nothing. And you have not earned nothing. And you getting exactly what you deserve. If it was not for those people prior to this young man that just passed, what's his name? Kyrie Jackson, I believe that's his name. There were people before Kyrie Jackson that helped open the door so he could become a multi-million-dollar football player. You don't give a damn about them. Don't talk about them. It's all about me, but without them, you wouldn't have all these opportunities that you have today. Because somebody, an old geezer prior to you, they sacrificed themselves. They went through the hell. So your walk wouldn't be so tough and you have no appreciation. You think it's all about you. They opened the door. And I can guarantee you, if you was put in their position, You too damn weak to open any doors because you ain't opened no damn doors in the last 50, 60 damn years. You ain't opened no doors. It take a hell of a person to open these doors. A lot of you have big mouth and you talk a big game, but when it comes to really stepping up, your ass ain't gonna do nothing. You have YouTube, you have social media. Our ancestors did not have YouTube. They didn't have social media. Things much better and easier for you, and you cannot even replicate what they done. That shows us we are misfits. I know you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear reality. You don't want to hear the real truth. Go to the Nation of Islam. Go to the, what's his name, ThÄ channel, and they can kiss your ass. You can go to wherever, Sinetta TV. They would tell you you're a great, a king and a warrior and all this old. You a warrior. Who the hell did you fight? You a god. Where your power? You a king. Where your kingdom at? You a queen. Where your queendom? You're your kingdom at. You have absolutely nothing. You got to wait on the white man to give you a football contract. You don't have nothing. You don't have no football league. You have no baseball leagues. You have nothing of substance that you built with your own hand, Mr. God. Here's a man, Dr. Umar Johnson, been building a damn school for the last 20 damn years. Real close. That's the best you can do. Who gonna, in their right mind, gonna wait on a school for 20 years? Who is gonna do that? It goes to show you. And all this coddling people, kissing your little toe. Everything gonna be all right. That's cool to a certain point. But you got to get real. You can't keep coddling folks. Because they become comfortable in their condition. And that's what has happened to us. We're satisfied with the crumbs and the little diddly-daddly that we got from out of the civil rights movement. Because this young man can get a football card. We've made it because now you got a white woman on your arms. We've moved all up to the west side. I finally got a piece of the pie. So the Jeffersons move into this building that they did not build. And they paying the white man rent. How the hell are you moving all up, moving into another man's building and you got to pay him rent, George Jefferson? I got to get my piece of the pie. No, you getting some crumbs. There's a difference between a piece of the pie and some damn crumbs. And when you look at this pie, the only thing, the so-called Negro, I don't give a damn if you Beyonce and Jay-Z or Kanye or Obama, whoever big shot Negro you think you are, the only thing you got is some damn crumbs. We should be in a position to get a piece of the pie. And we are in a position to get a piece of the pie. And from that piece, I'm going to bake my own damn pie. I don't want yours no more. I just need a piece of your pie to get started. Because I'm going to bake my own pie. I don't want a piece of somebody else's damn pie. Poor, we all gonna leave this earth. But I wish this young man was able to see himself and the people that he's born from in a different position. And he could actually help put us in a better position. But they don't have that mentality because they're comfortable with some damn crumbs. And making excuses for not having nothing. So I come on here for these few minutes because I would be considered a baby boomer. And the generation after myself, I guess that would probably be like our children. They would be Generation X. Myself. See, so I would be the child of Dr. King. I would be Malcolm X's son. I would be Fannie Lou Hamer's son. I would be Huey P. Newton's son. We are their children. We are their generation. The ones that came up within the civil rights movement. We were just being born. And so, as time goes on, the baton's supposed to be passed on to us. So now it's our turn. They did the best they could. We learned from what their struggle. We learned from their success. We learned from their failure. And now it's our turn. So we begin to turn 18, 19, and 20 in the early 80s. We're adults. Now, since we're adults, it's time for us to accept responsibility. Dr. King and Malcolm was young men. All of them was young men. They sacrificed their youth in this fight. Huey P. Newton and those brothers was college students. They could have just went to college and been done with, get them a degree and have a family and get a piece of the pie and all that other nonsense. But they sacrificed and they died so you can live and be better. And I am their child. I am of their children. Now the baton has been passed to the baby boomer generation. That's me. So what has the baby boomer generation, what has it done? Quite honestly, they didn't know what to do. They joined the old geezers. They call it the traditionalist generation. Louis Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson, and all those guys. They influenced us and we became part of them. We didn't have no idea. We didn't know what to do. So we joined Farrakhan and we remade the Black Panther Party. We brought back the Moore Science Temple. We brought back the UNIA. That's all we knew. We didn't learn a damn thing from what our ancestors done. So when you copying the ancestors and what they done, you can only produce what they produce. And the sad thing about it is you can't even replicate what they done. That's how pitiful you are. There has been no new strategies, no new mindset to cause progress. Still marching, still singing, still still generational wealth and economics and all this other stuff that you've been hollering all the time. Same stuff. You have moved not one iota from the civil rights movement. And what make me really, really ashamed, my generation ain't did a damn thing. Totally dropped the baton. The only thing my generation tried to be the new Martin Luther King, the new Malcolm, the new Farrakhan. That's the only thing they could do. But they didn't know any better. So we cannot fault people when they don't know any better. They just do all they know. They don't know. And then you have Generation X. Another pitiful generation who ain't learned a damn thing. So you got baby boomers and their children, Generation X, ain't did a damn thing in 50 years. And then get angry when people tell you ain't did a damn thing. They tell you about something like, oh, what about the Million Man March? That produced nothing. What about the Malcolm X movie? They ain't produced, what do that, how did that benefit you? We dropped the ball because you are happy and got comfortable with the crumb from the pie, not a piece of the pie. You call it a piece, it's a crumb. And you still happy with crumbs. Here we are. We should control something. Just like you're a hater. You hate on the Koreans and the Asians for taking control of the hair industry, weaves and whatever, blah, blah, blah. That you are nothing but a hater. They found something, they found their customers, they found something they was good at, and they took control of it. Like I'm asking us, take control of a state. Take control of it, even if it's baking cookies. We gonna be the best cookie makers in the world. Just like what's the name? The Swiss. I believe it's the Swiss. They're known for their chocolate. We should be known for something. What are we known for? We're known for being the clowns of humanity. Getting drunk, twerking. The only thing we know how to sing and dance. Grab balls, run up and down the court with a, here you are, man, and you happy to have a ball in your hand and you go up and down. Look what I can do with this ball. I'm playing with another man's ball because the ball don't belong to you. The ball belongs to the white man. And he pay you money to play with his ball. That don't sound so good, do it? That sounds gay as hell, do it? The way you saying it, man, that ain't right. That's you playing with another man's balls. Because that's the reality. That's not your ball. You don't even make the basketball. You don't make the rim. You don't put down no court. You don't do, all thing you do is play with the ball. And they give you $1 million. Here, come here, boy. I got $2 million here. Come over here, boy, play with my balls. It's only one. Woo! That sounds gay, don't it? And you feel like a big shot because you can vote. You can vote. I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump. You got a bunch of Negroes on here, they Trumpaholic. They on another man's ball. Hold on a second. Let me put on some light. Let me see if I can lighten this up. hey. Oh, that didn't help none at all. Oh, well. Oh, well, we'll work with what I got. Oh, anyway. You play football, you play basketball, you play soccer. Y'all love to play with balls. And now you're on another man's ball. Donald Trump. On his ball. I ain't gonna be no Democrat no more. I'm gonna get on some new balls. Until I get the blue balls. And the sad thing about it, when you hear them talk, they really think they talking some big time stuff. Intelligent, high stuff. You on somebody's balls, how intelligent can you be? With a mouthful of balls? You're on Donald Trump ball. Oh, not even young balls, some old balls. 78 years old, 82 years old, like God damn. They got sand and gravel come out their ball. Woo! Wow. We love playing with ball. So I'm ashamed of my generation. I'm ashamed of our children that we produce. We dropped the ball. The baton. We dropped the baton. We dropped the baton. And the next generations, Generation Z and all this other crap, they ain't no damn different. Caught up in this Disneyland fairy tale life. Because you think you like everybody else until you get a reality check. Then you feel and look stupid because you're just here. You're here for the entertainment. You're here for, they don't mind giving you some booty. They don't mind watching you play with balls and sing and dance. They don't mind you on your YouTube channel. Black Power Family and Hotep, I say they don't care about all that stuff. They don't care. The whole attitude would change when they actually see that you want a piece of the pie. Everybody's attitude towards you gonna change when they see that you are really after the pie. They don't mind. I'm gonna do a Dr. Umar. They don't mind. They don't mind. They don't mind a few Negroes having a few dollars, having a little bit of this. They don't mind. But you talking about trying to bring all these Negroes? Oh, no. No. They're not going to tolerate their whole attitude. They won't even be able to hold back. I'm telling you, if we just talked, we as a people, if we just talked about taking control of a state, watch their attitude. All thing we got to do is talk about it. Watch people's attitude. You'll see the real them come out. But see, it's all up to you because see, give them their crap back. Be satisfied with your league. If you want to watch basketball, it on yours. If you can't produce it, you don't need it. This is the mindset that you have to see. We talk, but we have to produce. And we have to understand, you have to get the folks to understand that's the only way we are going to be respected as a man and a woman. I don't care what you get in your life, how successful you think that you are. The right person would tell you who and what you really are. The N-word. But see, the thing about it, you can be the N-word. But I got power now. What you got to say about that? I got the power to put your ass in jail for the rest of your life. This N-word. It's a different ball game today. It's a different reality today. Because this N-word can take your house away from you. This N-word don't have to bring electricity to your house. Keep running your mouth. Two generations. We should already be in that position. Because the civil rights movement should have been able to evolve and progress. But it didn't. We started going backwards and got stuck. And the only thing that you hear from these silly folks, what we used to do. You ain't did a damn thing. You wasn't there talking what we used to do. They keep talking about how the family was. You ain't part of that. What you talking about? You didn't live that. You don't know the reality of that. It's dead and gone. When somebody died, you can make them, or when a time period has left, like they do ancient Egypt. They try to paint ancient Egypt like they was holy and righteous and loving. Everything was beautiful. That's a damn lie. Even according to the hieroglyphics. They pick and choose the hieroglyphics that they want to use. Those people was not holy and righteous and beautiful in a perfect world. That's a damn lie. Just like the Bible. The Bible is violent. The Quran is violent. They pick and choose different things and they spin this narrative. And that's not the reality of it. Because God is violent. God is not peace-loving. A very violent individual being. There's nothing loving and peaceful about God. How the hell you gonna ask somebody to show their loyalty to you? I want you to kill your son. To show your loyalty to me, I'm going to kill your family out. You got to start all over from scratch with nothing to show your loyalty to what kind of crap is that? What is your problem, bro? This God is narcissistic, grandiose. If you want to talk about insanity, this God is purely insane. I'm ashamed of the baby boomer generation. I'm ashamed of Generation X. Because of a few crumbs that a few people got, we dropped the ball. I don't expect Dr. King's children to be like him. But they didn't do nothing no more than what he was able to. Matter of fact, they haven't been able to replicate what their own father done. They open a building of history and give a few speeches. And then the men, I thought the man was the leader. Dexter and Martin Luther King Jr. III. really wasn't active like that. The one really leading the charge was Bernice, still trying to, leading the charge, but she's basically nothing but a preacher. The children of Malcolm ain't did nothing. The children of Elijah Muhammad, the children of Farrakhan only following behind his happy ass. They ain't been able to do nothing either. But see, as you get older, you're supposed to be able to come into your own. And you look at your father, and you look at our ancestors, you see what they done that was successful, and you see what they done that was a failure. And you begin to come into your own instead of being a copy of them. Who the hell did they copy? You have to come into your own, because you got to bring yourself. You got to bring something new to the struggle. And so we sitting right here, actually in reality, in a worse condition, because we believe that we have accomplished something. We're comfortable in this cesspool. In science they say that your senses can adjust to different smells and you'll get used to it. Well, I guess that's true. I guess that's true because you can go to some people's houses and they stink. But the people living in that filth, it don't bother them none. They used to the stink. The baby diapers, they don't take out. The dog, they don't take out. The dog done took dumps all over the house in urine. And the parakeet flying around pissing on people's heads. They don't smell that filth. And that's how we are. We are in this cesspool. And we just skinning and grinning. I'm looking at Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm looking at EnVogue. I can say that Terry not behind me today. We comfortable in this mess. Because that's all we know. We don't know any better. We like children. You know how a baby would take a dump on itself until it get really bad? The child don't give a damn. Got doo-doo coming all out the diaper. Child don't give a damn. They ain't tripping off of it. That's how we are. The child not tripping off until it get really bad. And that's how we are. We don't get serious about nothing until it gets really bad. There's no argument. It is what it is, for real. There's no debate. That's the only time we get serious about anything. Then we cry and we want people to feel sorry for us and all this other nonsense. Here we are in a time our ancestors wish they could be in. In a time where their sacrifice and their blood and their tears are certain few. I want to make that clear. Because all the ancestors, y'all keep talking about the ancestors this, all the ancestors didn't help you walk this easier life. A few handful. I can guarantee you the majority of us cannot tell nobody about their relatives that was in the fight in the 60s or prior. They didn't participate. Just like the majority of us not going to participate in nothing, but we don't mind benefiting. I don't see how you can sleep at night. Because I know I can't. As soon as I began to understand, I was a little boy and I was ready to jump into the fight. My mama didn't jump in the fight. My sisters didn't jump in the fight. My uncles, grandparents, they didn't jump in the fight. But all of them benefit from other people bleeding and dying and sacrificing. That's why I say I'm not going to do that. Because you're not worth it. And I don't care, you can praise me and you can give me money or whatever. I'm not going to do that because the only thing you're going to do, I'll just be another cult figure to worship. Or just another preacher, somebody on YouTube to listen to. But you ain't going to do a damn thing. You're not going to act and do nothing. The only thing you're going to do is say, that's right, Taalik. That's right, Snub Nut. Tell him, Snub Snub. Tell him that. That's the only thing your ass going to do. Then you turn around with your happy ass. I wonder why things don't change. Don't worry about nobody else. Long as you make your move. Dr. King, Huey P. Newton, Malcolm, Fannie Lou Hamer, Sojourner Truth, they wouldn't care about what other people done, what other people doing, what other folks think. Here we are, Generation X. Here we are, the baby boomers. You have an opportunity to be the greatest generations ever and solve this problem once and for all. Everything is going your way, but you don't know how to take advantage of nothing. Because you still living in 1960, which you never lived. 1950, 5000 BC, you never lived those times. You know all about 5000 BC and don't know a damn thing about 2024. One of the things that's getting ready to hit big right now is this solar stuff. A lot of the states want to stop fossil fuels and get on board the solar, start turning solar. We should be part of that because we're going to be using it. It's going to be $1 trillion industry. We're not thinking. We don't think at all. Let me give somebody some attention because they make a good point. You talk good. Yes, I talk good because your happy ass won't help me do a damn thing. You right, I talk good. The only thing I can do is talk. Because you ain't going to help do a damn thing. Yeah, I talk good. But you refuse to accept the FBA B1 move. Moving to do what? It's thousands of FBA B1. It's thousands. What have they done? Answer the question. It's thousands. I'm Angel Snubbing Up 7. I'm by myself on a YouTube channel. It's thousands of you B1. It's thousands of you FBA. I'm a foundation of Black America. And you have produced what? The only thing you have done is send Tariq Nasheed and his family to Cancun, somewhere in Brazil, where he bragging about, even though he has a wife, he bragging about looking at the women with this string between their ass. That's the only thing you have produced. That's the only thing you have done. Since you can write so good in the chat room, put in the accomplishments of FBA and B1. It's thousands of y'all. You can't even get together to do nothing. The only thing you can do is get together, is give Tariq Nasheed more money that he needs for his videos, his DVDs. That's the only thing that you can produce. And his museum, his so-called museum, that look like a damn nightclub. They have made reparations. We've been talking about reparations before Tariq Nasheed was born. We've been talking about reparations right off the slave plantation. What you talking about? We talk about reparations. So what? There's people. Why don't you help the people that's already been fighting for reparations for 50 damn years? No. You too selfish. You think you know it all. You think you can do more than those people that have been fighting for reparations way long before Tariq Nasheed, before Yvette Carvel, whatever their name is, and Tonto, before they was even born. These people been to court. They've been to court suing drug companies and other businesses and the government over reparations. Tariq Nasheed ain't never been to court with nobody, except, what's his name, the flip-flopper, that raggedy guy, what's his name, Morristown World, what is that, Tahaka Bay? California was doing what they doing, ain't had nothing to do with Tariq Nasheed, don't have nothing to do with Yvette Carnell. None of it. You way behind. You don't even know your own history. You know the history of the Moors. You know the history of Kemet, but you don't even know your own history as a foundation of Black America. It's already been going on. It ain't going nothing. You keep talking about it wasn't going nowhere. It's still not going nowhere. It's thousands of you. So if it's going somewhere with you, where has it gone? Except a speech. Except a speech at Washington, D.C. The same kind of speeches Dr. King gave 50-some years ago. Sir, don't act like you can't see how reparations talk. No, I can't see. No, I can't see. Show it to us. Make a video. Show it to us. No, I can't see. You're absolutely right. I can't see something that don't exist. No, I can't see nothing that don't exist. You can easily shut me up. Yeah, things take time, sir. Absolutely. Things take time. I know. Another 100 years. I know. Another 100 years. Yeah, I know things take time. Things take time when you don't know what the hell that you're doing. You won't let no plumber, you're not gonna let no car auto mechanic, you're gonna let nobody, you're not gonna let your boss at work talk about when you looking for your paycheck, talk about, well, you know things take time. When you need your kitchen sink done, oh, well, you know things take time. People do that because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Or they're trying to steal. I'm not going to check out anything. You bring it. You can come here and bring it. I will set up a live stream and you can bring all that stuff here and to show the nothing that you're talking about. That's nothing but church. The only thing you're doing is getting the Holy Ghost. Nothing but a bunch of talk. That's all you satisfied with. You're not satisfied. I must have substance. I must produce. You don't just, all you care, only thing you care about is talking. It takes time because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know nothing about nothing. You should be helping the ones that's already been doing it for 50, 60 years. And TariqNasheed stole the idea of what he doing from Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks or whatever. All you doing is being negative. I'm being negative because I'm telling the truth. Show me the positive. What is being negative by telling you exactly what don't exist? I've been hearing that stuff. Is a movement built overnight? I heard that stuff when I was a little boy. The same garbage. So where is it? All this stuff they told me, all this stuff that you talking about, they told me all this when I was a little boy. The same stuff. Because y'all don't know what you're doing. You have no idea of what you're doing. It's nothing but a church. That's all you got is a church. The TariqNasheed, Yvette Carnell church. That's all you got. You don't know what you're doing. The only thing you have is a bunch of talk. And most folks, like they've been following Louis Farrakhan, that's all he ever done is talk. And y'all satisfied with talk. You don't hold your people accountable. If they say they can produce and do, then they supposed to produce, they supposed to do it. TariqNasheed don't know nothing about the struggle. TariqNasheed is just some guy that found a hustle. TariqNasheed has not even been in the struggle at all. He found a hustle and got good at it because he knows the only thing y'all are churchgoers. I don't have to answer those questions. Y'all, you can play the dumb role all you want to. You've been around Angel Snuff 7 for years. I don't have to answer those questions. And if I do, bring your happy ass live and tell me in my face. No, you don't want none of this work. You don't want to deal with questions live and bring your evidence live. I know TariqNasheed is not the leader because he said he wasn't a leader. But he is the leader. How we gonna run something and don't have a leader? That's stupid. Somebody gonna be leader whether they like it or not. That's illogical. That's illogical. Somebody's gonna be a leader. Somebody has to move forward. He's the voice that y'all following. So he's the leader, whether he likes it or not. Anytime I want to go live, we can go live right now. I'll set it up on the other channel. We can do it right now. You bring that nonsense here. We can do it right now. I'll shut this down and start all over again. And you come here and you explain to us how TariqNasheed and this modern move, how you making your moves. And you bring your evidence. How much time that you need in order to prepare yourself? You need an hour, 2 hours? You want to wait till midnight? Exactly. Let's get it. Don't talk it. Let's do it. If you come here and explain all this stuff to us. I don't have to tell you nothing. You're going to come here and tell us how y'all got it going on, the FBA B1 movement, what you got going on. Because I want to question you. I want to see your information. I want to see what you have produced. Except talk. And it's thousands of you. The only thing you produce is talk. A museum, nightclub, what is it? A museum. No, now you punking out. See, this is how they do it. Then he just said, okay, let's get it. Now he said, we could do it another time, bro. You punking out. See? Because look, Lucy, you got some explaining to do. And I won't even open up my mouth. I sit back in the cut and let you show all the things that you said. I want you to sit back. I won't even open up my mouth till you are absolutely done. Because I don't mind being wrong. I can easily say, hey, I was wrong. Y'all got it going on. How can I help you? That's what I would do. How can I get on board y'all train? That's the way to go. I have no problem with that. Because maybe I need to shut my mouth and just sit back in the cut and listen. And that's what I would do while you explain all this. Because I'm not prejudiced, I'm not biased, and I don't hate on nobody. But from what I see, from my over 40-some years experience, you're not getting the job done. We should be in a much better place. But we're not. Seriously, I would need to prepare, and I don't have the time to do it right now. See, the thing about it is, you're always supposed to be prepared. Just like the Jacksons, just like Beyonce and Destiny's Child. You're always supposed to be ready to sing. A soldier always supposed to be ready to pull that trigger. What you need to prepare for? You're always supposed to be ready to go. What you preparing for? Exactly, nothing but excuses. I would just tell you to listen to the new black media. When the new black media listen to Angel Snubbing Up 7, that's when I would listen to the new black media. I'm not interested in none of these damn folks. They don't listen to me. There's no reason for me to listen. They ain't talking nothing I have not already heard. I've been around this stuff over 40 years. What they gonna tell me? Exactly, coon, whatever your coon ass is. Coon said, no need to prepare. You should stay ready. You should always be ready. Ready to roll. And whatever paperwork you need, I'll take your word for it. We'll look it up later if you need paperwork. You sounding ignorant right now. Yeah, I am ignorant. Ignorant only means I don't know. And I don't know that you are successful. I don't know you know what the hell you're talking about. Yes, I am ignorant. You're absolutely right. Because that's all ignorant means is lack of knowledge. I don't know. Yes, you are absolutely right. I don't know. So come and bring your ass now, because you should be ready, because I should be ready. Look, people be trying to get me early in the morning. I'm half asleep. I set up the live stream. I got to be ready whenever these folks is ready. Hell, I had a live stream, like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and whenever these folks think they want to bring some stuff, come on. I got to get ready. When I was driving the truck, I had to drive 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to be ready. And you have a negative attitude. What's negative? What's negative? Because I said I don't believe you? Unless you show me? That's a negative attitude. I've been around this stuff before you was born. Before ThÄ was born. I was out here doing my thing, and y'all was sucking on your mama's breast, sucking on a Similac or whatever, Enfamil. What you gonna tell me? And I'm not these other old geezers. I have learned from my experience. The only thing you're doing is copying. The reparations movement, it's old. Only thing you're doing is copying what somebody else already have done for the last 50, 100 years. You ain't bringing nothing new. You ain't saying nothing new. You know what we up against. Yes, I want instant results. You damn skippy. We are too far behind in the struggle. We need something big. We need something now. We can't be waiting. We already been waiting for 50 years. You don't know what you're doing. You talking, but you really don't know what you're doing. I hear these people talk. It's nothing I have not heard within the over 40 years I've been around this stuff. There's nothing new. That's why I said when I come to YouTube, I want to be different. I don't want to be like everybody else. Hell, if I wanted to be like everybody else, I can copy people too. Yeah, reparations is about something big. Something that you beg for and you ain't gonna get. What's his name? What's that guy? What's his name? And them other Democrats, they already told these Negroes, we're not interested. How long has that, what's it called, that bill? They still, what is that bill for reparations? And the brother that started, he's dead now. Look how long it's been on the table. They're not interested. It's not going to get passed. See, the Mississippi campaign, you put yourself in a position, you're going to get reparations whether they like it or not. You're going to be slick about yours. You're going to do yours. Your strategy is a way where they have no defense. They can't do nothing about it. It is begging. How you gonna demand something? Yeah, John Conye's HR 40. Yeah, that's what it is. You are begging. How you gonna make a demand? You don't have no power. You have no influence. You can't even do a boycott. You can't even do a boycott. The last boycott they tried, I believe it was, let's boycott Christmas. Didn't work. These Negroes gonna celebrate Christmas. And see, for me, I don't care about Christmas anyway. So I can support a boycott of Christmas, but these folks, they love Christmas. Wrong holiday, bro. You can't even get these folks to boycott nothing. What power you got? What power do you have? Except for YouTube video. And the people that run YouTube can shut ThÄ down today if they want to. And I believe they did shut them down one time. And Facebook can shut you down. What power you got? You can't even, ThÄ cannot even even develop his own website. Y'all won't even support his own website. No, I can't see how things are moving. Because I don't have the power of the Holy Ghost. That's the same stuff they say in church. Don't you see? No, I don't see the power of the Holy Ghost. No, I don't see that. No, I don't. And this is what I mean. These people are losers. Like my generations are losers. Generation X is losers, and the ones behind, because you're not doing nothing. Those children doing nothing no better. Same stuff. Copying. No origin. The original man. No originality. No vision. Just doing the same stuff. Redundant stuff over and over again. That's my problem. Is because I want something new. I got a problem because I want something new. I got a problem because I see that the old is not working. So I got to try something new. Now you see that what Taalik and EnVogue, you see that's not working. Now it's time to try something new. But no, this is how dumb we are. Like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. That's what y'all do. It's going to work one day. One day, this square peg is going to go in this round hole. It's going to work one day. Look dumb as hell. It's never going to work. It's like when you're driving your car and this is blocked, then you have to go around and find a different path to get where you're going. But you don't. Y'all want to try to ram the blockade and try to go through and force yourself. That's not the way to go. There's a reason why you can't go down that road. This is not the same thing. What we doing with reparations has never been done. What are you doing that ain't never been done before? He still have not said what is he doing that has not been done before. Don't you see black people leaving what they got to do anything? You have political power or political privilege and you don't know what the hell to do with it. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what the hell you're doing. It's just a church. Stuff that sound good, and you like Taalik Nasheed, he don't say nothing wrong. You like Yvette Carnell, whatever. It's just a church to go to. And you go there and get the Holy Ghost. Don't have nothing to do with what y'all doing. California already, not only California, a lot of small cities have been talking about reparations way before Taalik Nasheed and Yvette Carnell. That's not nothing new. That ain't nothing new. It has happened before. Go do a Google search. I don't have to argue with you. Do a Google search about cities and towns that's already have been talking about reparations. I don't have to argue and debate with you. You can do a Google search and find that out. Way before, they don't even know, a lot of these people don't even know who Taalik Nasheed is. They don't know who Yvette Carnell, these YouTube folks, they don't even know who the hell y'all are. They've been talking about this stuff for years. The only reason why they want reparations is like winning the lottery. They want instant money. Has nothing to do with actually repairing the people. Well, I'm done with this conversation because this man ain't talking nothing. He just running some stuff. It's just like talking to people about religion or whatever. Just talking some stuff. Brother Talib in the house. He said folks have no morals or principles to stand on any code. That's why nobody respects soul people. Pay attention. It's gotten worse for our generations since COVID, since George Floyd. It's all about the bag. And that's what they would tell you. Even Taalik, I'm getting paid. Taalik Nasheed always talk about, oh, you a broke Negro. You a broke Negro. Because it's all about getting paid. Because you want to live like and be like the white man. That's what it's about. That's why you want reparations. Because you want to be like the white folk. You want to be like the oppressor. And that's what it's all about. Materialistic. You're not really looking at reparations. Is supposed to be about how to repair a people, not to put money in Taalik Nasheed's pocket or some individual's pocket. It's about how do we prepare ourselves, because we have been damaged going on 500 years. How can we repair the people? Giving the people money so they can buy Cadillacs and mansions is not repairing the people. It is about that. Repairing the people is not teaching them that they are some damn Africans or they some damn Aboriginals or whatever this other blackity black stuff that they got floating around here. He does not know. They don't know what they are doing. You don't know what you're doing. What is the program? Send the program to me in my email. I want to see what the program's supposed to be. The talk. The talk. But the thousands of people can't produce nothing further out of the program except make a speech in Washington, D.C. Dr. King done that 50 years ago. And Louis Farrakhan done that in 1995. What are you going to do different than Dr. King and Louis Farrakhan and those who have already gone before us? You ain't doing nothing different. So you're going to get the same results. You're going to get the same results. And that's a fallacy. I talk about repair all the time. We teach. Teach means we believe. We believe we are the foundation of this nation. If all the black people left this country, it wouldn't skip a beat. You believe that they need you. That's a damn lie. They don't need you. Go ahead and go. They're not even stopping you. You're not no foundation of this nation. You're a slave. Always been a slave. You don't run nothing. You don't control nothing. What are you the foundation of? The foundation of being a damn clown. You ain't no foundation. You ain't nothing but a church goer. You don't run nothing. You don't control nothing. You don't have no power. What are you the foundation of? Except for being a slave. Being something that somebody can use. That's your only foundation. Somebody use you. You don't have no power. You don't have nothing. How you gonna repair somebody and don't have nothing? That's why the Mississippi campaign is important. Because you have substance. If you are as smart, as intelligent that you claim that you are, and your people can come to the state of Mississippi and see how you got it going on, that gives them pride. I want to be part of that. I want my state. Can we develop a state? Can we get Georgia? Can we get Alabama? That's real. That's real. You need to have substance. And when you take control of a state voice carries more weight than Tariq Nasheed and all this little diddly-dally stuff. Going to one poor state is not a good idea. You don't know the Mississippi campaign. You don't know nothing about it. You ain't heard nothing that I said. So you can't question me. You don't know nothing about the Mississippi campaign. The only thing you're doing is tripping off the fact that the word Mississippi was said, and I'm not talking all that blackety-black garbage. And it's never been done before. And it can be done. And you will get real power. All the people would benefit, not just Tariq Nasheed, not just a few. All the power. Everybody. Because everybody will participate. Again, he don't know nothing about the Mississippi campaign. You have no idea. You can't comprehend. You can't comprehend because your mind filled up with all that baloney from 1930, 1960 some damn where. All that religious garbage. So I cannot. So you the one ignorant. And ignorant means I don't know. And you don't want to know. All the videos I've made about the Mississippi campaign. I even made a video, Mississippi campaign for dummies. No, you already got it in your mind. So nobody can tell you nothing. Because Tariq Nasheed is popular. A popular church. So what? Brother Talib says, I use a metaphor. Example, these days, black boxers get disrespected in boxing while, hold up a second. Brother Talib says, I use a metaphor for an example. These days, damn, I keep jumping, I can't read it. Black boxers get disrespected in boxing while so black, okay, I don't know why this thing keep jumping like that. I use a metaphor, for example, these days black boxers get disrespected in boxing. I can't read it. Sorry, Brother Talib, I can't read it. Let me see if I can read it real quick. And let's see, what the racist name, right? I don't know exactly what you're trying to say. I can't read it. But, again, we asked this fella all this tappity tap stuff in the chat room. You tell her I don't have the time. Why are you still here? You punking out. You say you don't have the time, but you're still here putting all this baloney in my chat room. Promoting Tariq Nasheed and that FBI. Bring a representative. Bring a representative of theirs, because you're not a representative. Bring an official representative here so they can talk and we can question them. You got time. You got time to listen, but you're writing bull crap in the chat room. That's not listening. If you have time to do what you're doing, I'll shut this down. Bring your happy ass to the live stream and show us your way is the way. I will be happy anytime. If Tariq Nasheed told me to come to his live stream right now, I'll be right there. Ready or not, here I come. And y'all know how I do it. I'll be in pajamas. It don't make no difference. I'm coming. I got to do this. You punking out. How you gonna tell me that your way is better and you can't even deal with words? You punking out. You have some, look, I got confidence in mine. You know, that's because you're not confident in what you're talking about. I told you, like everybody else, you can come here and I won't say nothing. And you say and talk as long as you, look, I got all night. You can say whatever you want. I won't say nothing. I dare Tariq Nasheed. I dare the Nation of Islam. I dare ThÄ Sanel. I dare them to give me that kind of time. Because whether their audience like it or not, I'm going to bring the heat, and a damn thing they're going to be able to say when I'm finished. Nothing. I guarantee. The only thing they can do is get upset and complain like you. You gonna tell me about the Mississippi campaign and don't know nothing about it. I have listened to Tariq Nasheed. I've listened to Yvette Carnell. I know what they're talking about. It's producing nothing. The same old. And if I went to their chat room, the only thing they're gonna do is kick me out. That's the only thing they ever do. Because they're a bunch of punks and suckers too, just like Coon said. I don't have to see nothing. I don't have to see nothing until you show it to me. I don't have to believe in an apple. But if an apple is there, I have no choice. It is there. I have to acknowledge it. You have nothing to show. I still couldn't see it till because you got this guy that pumped out, keep writing all this garbage and keep making the stuff, the chat move up. I can't see it. Okay, I'm saying, I made the point by saying in life, that's how low soul people have gone. Oh yeah. Keep telling me about some stuff overnight. It's thousands of you. If those people that really claim they support Umar Johnson, if they really went in their pockets and sacrificed for that school, it should have been built a long time ago. They have the money. They really don't believe in it. You can ask Dr. Umar. They just sending him some chump change, a little bit, a few dimes here and a few dimes. Look, if the people that follow or claim that they follow Umar Johnson, if they sent $10 a month, he should have had that school done a long time ago. And be consistent with the $10. He could have been had this school up. He's just a preacher. And that's all we do. We love preachers and talking. I gotta wait. No, I don't have to wait. You punked out and just keep doing what you're doing. And as time goes on, this time next year, I'm going to be saying the same thing. And a whole year gone by, I'm going to ask you, what have you produced? And you're going to say nothing. Things take time. That's what you're going to say. That's what you said last year and the year before then. Y'all said the same stuff. Oh, things take time. All this blackity black stuff been on YouTube since at least 2005. What has it produced? It has produced nothing except a bunch of scammers, charlatans, fake ass folks. That's all it has produced. It has produced nothing of substance. It's made some of y'all millionaires, like Brother Polite and Young Pharaoh and Tariq. It made y'all millionaires, but the people get nothing. except talk. This is what I promise you. If you support me, I'm going to produce or sit my ass down. I want you to hold me accountable. Snub, you said, well, if we did this and if we did that, we'll get such and such. But we didn't. I'll say, you right. I sit my happy ass down. Because you did do this and you did do that. It's just, what can I say? I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to tell you things take time. No. You do the work, you're going to get paid. When Friday comes, you getting paid. So I damn sure will not work for you or Tariq Nasheed. Because I don't know if I'm gonna ever get paid or not. I don't want to move to Mississippi. Mississippi campaign, they said the same stuff over and over again. Mississippi campaign never said nothing about moving to Mississippi. They said the same old stuff. Dumb. And that's why you don't want to deal with me in person, because if you brought that to me in person, you get tore to pieces. Because the Mississippi campaign never said nothing about moving to Mississippi. You never studied. You never listened to what we had to say. You never listened to the proposal, because your mind, because I can't tell you a damn thing, even though I'm older than Tariq Nasheed, even though I've been in the game longer than Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed is some damn criminal that came off the street that found a new hustle. That's what he is. I've been in the struggle since I was a little boy. It ain't no hustle for me. And there's people that I met in the street. Somebody would tell you, I remember him. I talked to him. There was no internet. There was no social media when I was hitting the streets as a young man. Everything was hands-on. I couldn't go to a chat room and hide behind an avatar. I'm older than Tariq Nasheed. I think he's getting close to 50. If he's not in his early 50s, he's getting close to 50. I'm older than Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed is a great man. I'm not jealous of nobody. Being popular don't make you right. Adolf Hitler was popular. Was he right? Come on, the cool man, talk to me. Cool said Tariq Nasheed is close to 60. I don't think so. He could be, I'm not really sure. Just because you popular don't make you right. Adolf Hitler is one of the best examples. Adolf Hitler was popular, and he's still popular. Even in death, there's people who still worship Adolf Hitler to this day. Do that make him right? It's a lot of dictators who's popular. It don't make them right. You talk about the Mississippi campaign because you don't like what I have to say, because I do know what y'all doing. But you don't know what the Mississippi campaign is about. So you're only making yourself look ignorant, well, foolish. trying to talk about something you don't know nothing about. Absolutely. You've been around since we've been talking about the Mississippi campaign all the way back in 2018, and you talking dumb stuff. No, he wasn't right. You go tell Jewish people what you just said. Go tell Jewish people that. He wasn't right. Exactly so, Brother 85. What is the solution? What is getting reparations? What is that the solution? What is the end game? Okay, you get reparations. Okay, you get the reparations, then what? Plus, you don't even know how you're going to get it. Are you going to put personal, what you want to do, put individual money in people's pocket? How you want to, what you want to do? Taalik says pro-blackity black don't have no concrete answers like for the last 100 years. They don't know what to do. Just came off the slave plantation. They keep talking about Nobel Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey. Our people just came off the slave plantation. What do they know? They was attracted to all this stuff because it made them feel good. Oh, you are God and you are African and black. It made them feel good, just like Jesus. That's all it was, nothing but a church, a new church to go to. Oh, the black man do this and the black and the black and the black. That's all it was. Brother Laurel says, the Mississippi campaign can solve a lot, but do we trust our people to do right? And that's the key too. I'm glad they don't gravitate towards it, because if you don't do it right, if you're not sincere, you're not going to get the results you're supposed to get. So I'm glad you don't mess with it, because I'd rather do nothing than do something half-assed. I can tell you don't believe in us anymore, Angel. You don't believe in us. How you gonna tell me what I believe in? I've been in this struggle since I was a little boy. You can't tell me what I believe and don't. I'm just bringing the reality of it. I know the situation. I know who I'm dealing with. The Negro. You don't know who you're dealing with. You living in some la-la land. You want the people to be what you think they should be, when you should need to understand what you're dealing with. Because they're not going to be what you want them to be. Never. So you gotta work with what you got. Absolutely. And tell them that you punked out. Tell them that you punked out. You had an opportunity to come here and represent whatever, and you punked out. Get one of their representatives. I will come to them. You tell the new black media, invite me. Let me come and talk to them. They're not going to do none of those things. They're a bunch of punks. And you see what happens every time we come against any of them. Either you're going to bow down to these, or you're going to look like a damn fool leaving. And if you notice, they never come back with that fake brother stuff. If I'm your brother, I can deal with our differences. Soul Brother said, new black media. What the hell is that? I don't know what it is either. Is that Tariq Nasheed? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. What's going on tonight? We almost at 20 viewers. I've never had 20 viewers in a long time since the end of we was going back and forth with them idiots. But I'm gonna tell you this, we're gonna get out of here. People are slowly becoming what's the word I'm looking for? That type of stuff is not going to satisfy them. Because time is going to show the people it ain't working. It's nothing but a church. I need substance. Exactly, enlightenment. People begin to see. I mean, I can even tell on my channels, little by little, I'm getting, little by little, more and more subscribers are coming. Even on Rumble, even on my Facebook. Little by little, more and more people coming. That's because that stuff is not working. It just sounds good. And when I was a child, that was good enough for me. Sounding good. When I was 17, 18 years old, that was sufficient for me. But as I began to grow older, all that talking, and we're not producing, I'm like, what's going on here? Because I know we collecting millions of dollars, but I don't see where is it going. I can't do this. Because I'm asking people for donations, I'm asking people to help us, and the only one that was getting help at that time was Louis Farrakhan. I wasn't getting nothing. My temple wasn't getting nothing. My community wasn't getting nothing. I'm like, we're doing all this work, raising all this money. We're not producing anything. And then, when we do something, they fail. Every little project that they tried to do, they fail. So they'll fail, and start a new project, fail. Nothing but a bunch of failures. I'm a winner. I can't get down like that. I like to win. Daddy don't play that. He said, you broke us from the Farrakhan spell. I don't even know who Daddy is. Welcome to the platform, Daddy. Don't play that. He said, I broke us. You know those people, they don't even mess with my videos no more. That's that Negro. They don't even come up. When I talk about Farrakhan or whatever, they don't even come mess with my videos no more. All they're going to do is get whooped. How you going to tell me? I've been around this stuff. Some of these people never even met Louis Farrakhan. How you going to tell me about the teachings? I've been around the teachings ever since I was a little boy. Oh, Daddy, don't play that. So he been around for 6 years. Brother Talib says, Taalik, they mock civil rights, but that's what's holding us up. That's what I said at the beginning, during the beginning of our talk. Civil rights, which happened 50-some years ago, we have not added nothing to it. That's what's holding us up. And they want to take that stuff away. They want to take away affirmative action. I don't know, did they? I think they already done it, did they? They want to take away affirmative action. They want to take away the voting rights bill, they say you don't need, you Negroes don't need that stuff no more. And we have not added nothing to the plate. Baby boomers and Generation X have not added nothing to the plate within the last 50-some years. We should be embarrassed. We should be shamed. And you should not get all upset. You should say in your mind, the brother right. What can I do? What can I do to be better? That's the only thing you need to do. Don't make excuses. Well, I'm doing this, and you ain't done nothing. (1977), the Nation of Islam is gone. The Black Panthers is gone. Everything is gone. 1977, all that is completely gone. The only one that we was looking to, because I lived it, I can tell you, the only one they was talking about was Jesse Jackson. And if you go look at some of these old sitcoms and stuff, that's all they talk. They talk about Jesse Jackson, and maybe there was another brother, Vernon Jordan. And I think Shirley Chisholm, I think she was still around 1977. That was it. We were some comfortable Negroes. The only one, our greatest spokesman was Micah Evans on Good Time. And we laughed at him. Look at Michael, pro-blackity black. We was laughing at Micah Evans. That's what we was doing when Good Times came around. It's all a joke. We can laugh. It's all a joke. Something to laugh about. So when we laughed at Michael Evans, we laughing at Dr. King, we laughing at Malcolm, we laughing at Elijah Muhammad, we laughing at Marcus Garvey, we laughing at all our ancestors, because now it's funny. And Michael was a little boy. James was not interested in black nothing. You know Florida wasn't. Thelma was too busy looking cute. And JJ was a clown. That was the reality of 1977, late 1977. I think Good Times came on the air in 1974, I believe. We was done. Brother Talib says, Clarence Thomas said it was wrong, but he's in a position because of it. Exactly. And see, this is how you deal with people that y'all call coons. Y'all love to use that word. Clarence Thomas is a coon. What's his name? Stephen E. Bell is a coon. Y'all know all the coons. How do you really deal with a coon? You don't deal with a coon by calling them names. They don't care about your names. Because Clarence Thomas been all over the world living the good life. He don't give a damn because you call him a coon. Got him a white woman. He's on the Supreme Court. He don't give a damn what name you call him. He could care less. Now, see, this is the thing about Clarence Thomas. Now, if Clarence Thomas knows some big shot people. And see, if Clarence Thomas really was interested in your ass, you'll mess around and disappear. Damn, so-and-so called Clarence Thomas a coon. They missing. You do know that Clarence Thomas is in that position. He can make your ass disappear with your big mouth. And nobody wouldn't even give a damn. They like, damn, so-and-so missing. Oh, well, you keep running your damn mouth. That's why Snoop Dogg, I'm going to do Umar Johnson. That's why Snoop Dogg, that's why he did what he did. He shut his damn mouth when he was talking about Gayle King, because Gayle King knows some folks that can make Snoop Dogg's life really, really bad. And that's why his punk ass did a flip-flop and left her the hell alone. And the only reason why you talking, because you know nobody don't give a damn about what you say. But if Clarence Thomas and some of these other coons, if they really took y'all serious, some of you would be disappearing. Because they have that kind of connection, they have that type of power, and you don't have nothing. They don't care about what you're talking about. L'Oreal says, we the only people that don't demand better because it comes with real responsibility. I'm going to do an Oprah. It comes with responsibility. We the only people that don't demand better because it comes with real responsibility. That's the number one thing. You don't want to be held responsible. You don't want to be held accountable for nothing. So it's easy to follow Tariq Nasheed because as long as you give him a few dollars, that's all, there's nothing expected of you. And you can follow Farrakhan because that's the same thing. He don't really trip off of it as long as you give him his money. But with the Mississippi campaign, it's a whole different story. Everybody must be held accountable and held responsible so it can work properly. Because just like Soul Brother 85 said, because freedom is not free. Somebody has to pay the price. Somebody has to accept that responsibility and hold themselves accountable. And if you don't want freedom, just say so. No big deal. The majority of our people they didn't care. They was all right being slaves. They didn't know what freedom was anyway. What's a freedom? What is that? Being like white people? That's what freedom is to you right now. Trying to copy white folks or other folks. You don't know nothing about no damn freedom. You think freedom is copying what white folks do or what they do in Arabia or whatever. You don't know. No such thing as free because free is really fee. There's a price to be paid. Absolutely. Exactly. When Snoop Dogg was going through all that bull crap, Brother Talib said, where was the gangster in Snoop Dogg during that debacle? He shut the hell up. And then Snoop Dogg is corny. Then he gonna hang out with that Martha Stewart, that old white lady. That's supposed to be cute. Here you are, all these years you put on this gangster persona, and you a bad boy, got caught up with a gun and shot somebody. When it's all said and done, here you are, baking cookies with Martha Stewart. These are your examples. These are the people folks listening to. And Snoop Dogg kissed Minister Farrakhan ass. So you know what he's about. Because you're satisfied with nothing. And Snoop Dogg can do that because he's a millionaire. So if Farrakhan produce something or don't, he don't give a damn. But here you are, raggedy and out of doors, sacrificing your money, willing to sacrifice your life, and you're not holding your leaders accountable. That's your fault. There's no more excuses because now you got myself, you got other brothers and sisters who probably don't even make videos. We're rising to the top. We're coming up out of it. Because either you're going to live or die. And if you want to die, if you want to go extinct, so be it. I don't want to, after 500 years, I don't think that you should go out like a punk. R. Kelly is still in prison. Farrakhan ain't thinking about R. Kelly no more. When you get locked up, nobody give a damn about you like that no more. Especially when they know you can't do nothing for them. R. Kelly can't do nothing for Farrakhan no more. He don't give a damn about R. Kelly. Probably haven't even visited the man since he's been in prison. That's how these folks do. I was in the Nation of Islam 9 years. They ain't give a damn about me. How you doing, brother? I ain't seen you in a while. When you leave, when these people cannot use you, they don't give a damn about you like that no more. Absolutely. When you serve no purpose any longer, they don't give a damn about you no more. But I thought we was brothers. We should be brothers whether I'm in the temple or out of the temple. They never was my brother. That was nothing but a church. That ain't nothing but a scam. It ain't real. We supposed to be brothers and sisters in the church, out of the church, in the mosque, out the mosque. You don't like me because you don't like what I have to say and all these type of things. AB says it's all about self with our people. We're selfish. And you are getting exactly what you deserve. And they don't like my voice because they don't want to be reminded of the reality that you are getting exactly what you deserve. What is it that you deserve? Nothing. Nothing. Exactly. Brother Taalik was talking about the brothers that got falsely accused of Malcolm X murder. The Nation of Islam did nothing for them. And one of the brothers that's still alive, I saw an interview. It almost made me want to cry because he really believed those people was going to take care of his family for him while he was locked up and all this and help him. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. And Sister Betty was telling Malcolm about that. You need to start taking care of yourself, looking out for your own interests. Those people aren't your friends. They're not looking out for you like that, Malcolm. But Malcolm was caught up in the brainwashing, and it cost him his life. But he's an example. And there's many things in the past that we learn from so we don't make the same mistakes. See, for me, I always loved Elijah Muhammad, but I never saw him as this divine person. I saw him like my grandfather, just a man that wanted to help black people do better. I never said, oh, Honorable Elijah Muhammad and worship. I've never been into that kind of stuff. I ain't never worshiped nobody. I will honor you. I will give you respect. But I'm not into that fanatical stuff. Some people think that I get caught up in I love you so much. I'll let anybody go at the drop of a hat because I'm not your slave. How you doing at 226, J226? I'm nobody's slave. And I would never ask you to be my slave. You don't be fanatical over nobody. Nobody better than you are. Elijah Muhammad is not better than me. Malcolm X is not better than me. I don't want to be Malcolm X. I want to be myself. Don't be like Angel Snub No. 7. Be yourself. Because yourself could be much, much greater than Angel Snuff 7. You could be the one to take it to the next level. But you try to be like me, you ain't going nowhere. Because I'm doing what's required in my time. What you deal in your time should be totally different. Because you wasn't around in my time. But we still dealing with old stuff because we ain't gone nowhere. Still in the same damn spot. We got brother Denzel in the house. He says, I shared your video to all the people that I know. I don't think they watch you though. It don't make any difference. You shared, what do they say in the church? I just gave you the information. What you do with that's your business. That's what people tell me. Well, I told you. That's right, you told me. I know. Now I'm telling you. Because I already know what you're talking about anyway. I've been around this stuff for over 40 years. What you gonna tell me? You still got Similac on your mouth. What these old geezers gonna tell me? Because the only thing I'm gonna tell them, you a damn loser, you a failure. What the hell you gonna tell me? Things take time, your ass getting ready to die. That's how long, that's how much time it done took. You getting ready to die now, sir. Things take time. Because you don't know what the hell you doing. That's why things take time. And there should be a progress report. Even when things take time, if somebody was building an add-on to your house, you would go to them, where are you at now? Well, you see over here, we got this down, and over here we got this down. And it's gonna take longer than we thought, but we got this. Okay, see, you can deal with that. These people give you nothing. This man gonna come to my platform and talk about things take time. What you building? What you got? Did you build a wall over here? Okay, I see that. You got a wall over there? Okay, I see that. Okay, I got it. Things are behind schedule. But you can see things are happening. He offers nothing except talk. And then he got bold. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do that. Then he turned right around and punked out. Brother Taalik, the man said he ready, let's do that. And then he turned right around. Didn't waste no time. He turned right around and punked out. Even that coon X-ray, whatever it was, even he said, damn, you punked out. And I don't think that coon, whatever, that's not necessarily our friend. I think it's Alquan. But even he said, damn, you turned right around and punked out. Because Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. And see, they get hyped up on these videos and all this talk. But when it comes down to proving some substance that you don't have, is a different ball game. You don't have nothing, sir. You don't have anything. Brother Talib said, this crack and other dope has destroyed us. Where is pro-blackity? And I'm going to say this and get out of here too. See, that's another thing that we don't take into consideration. A lot of us are crack babies. And a lot of our people are victims of the crack epidemic, and they had crack children. And a lot of Generation X A lot of Generation X is crack babies, crack children. And they are out here. Plus the Similac, drinking the Similac and the fake milk and the chemicals. I need to get out of here because this thing is getting low. So we're just gonna go ahead and end this live stream. I might come back tomorrow night because I want to talk about these dumbass folks on from Kevin Samuel's channel on Facebook. I want to talk about that a little bit. Brother Talib says the crack children, now the crack children on this other crazy stuff. So yeah, let me get out of here. I'm running out of time on here. This app is acting crazy. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but might come back tomorrow night if I feel good and talk about these incels, these woman-hating type folks. On that note, let's get out of here. And J226 and Brother Talib, everybody in the chat room, those out there in the atmosphere, thank you for joining us. And we are Audi 5000.